Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. So here we are today. We have LBD, we have Andrew. Claire is hopefully going to be here. She was having some technical difficulties, and unfortunately, it was causing some issues with her internet. So hopefully, we can get her in here. In the meantime, here we are. So how's everyone doing?
I'm doing well. It's been an okay day.
That's
Had a
good to
long
hear.
night last night.
Yeah. All I know is I tried to go to sleep at a reasonable time last night, and that did not work at all.
Oh no, he's
Listen, me and LBD, we got wrapped up.
yeah. Basically, Mr. Andrew here has introduced me to a new app where it's basically kind of like a conference call.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Reddit but with voice, and
Oh.
it's insane. Like there's some people play games, some people like they just have topics. Sometimes it's just counseling. It's a whole bunch, pretty much a bunch of categories and stuff, and you can like kind of raise your hand to kind of take you can raise your hand and they can bring you in, and you can be one of the people that you can either be in the audience or you kind of like here, be in the chat or actually participate.
Oh wow. I also want to
with no video though.
just want to take the time to say hello to everybody that is showing up. I want to say hello to Nadia, Laura, David.
David.
Claire is here. I'll give her a second to warm up and get in. We got Taz, we got Baby Spice. Who else? We got
Baby
Umpty.
Spice. Baby Eye.
Yep. Where else?
We got ourselves a Spice Girl. Good job.
No, I got a bunch of reverb happening on this. I had to turn the microphone down a little. I also have let's see who else we got here. Move farther down. And that's all we got so far.
By the way, the emails for the fun box of fun goes out tomorrow for the winner.
Okay. Yeah. Well, congratulations. And yes, I did get my Funko Lottery email, although I am still currently blocked out of my account. I don't know if Claire is still. I know Claire got her. She put it on Instagram. You want to hear the weirdest thing though? I got. Okay, so I have a friend in the UK. He's specifically in England, and I've been friends with this guy with Gary now, I think over 22 years now at least. And so I have his address in there, and I've used that account maybe once or twice since the inception of Funko Europe. And I got an invite for the lottery for that. So I'm in for Funko Europe, and I'm in for Funko USA. So
that brings actually a good topic that we should probably touch base on. Mm-hmm. I don't know if everybody's got a chance to come in. I don't want to kind of touch on this before we get like kind of at least half of the crowd in here.
Well, why don't we give a chance? I got something else too. Hey guys, so because I'm not really good with OBS and setting up, frames and a bunch of other stuff out there and just trying to make it out. So, and I'm not looking to beg for handouts or anything like that, but I figured have a little fun. So if anybody does super chat, I spent at my desk on my lunch break at work doing this all by my phone, by the way, not without a computer.
You mean without a computer?
Oh wow.
Oh my God, what is that?
I don't know. It's not on my end because I have headphones on, so it's not. But so I did everyone is familiar with this thing here. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Okay. So what I've done is I did some for Claire until I get her permission. I'm not going to play any of them just yet, but I did. Oh, hey, there she is. Hey, Claire.
Hi. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm on my phone. I'm having serious internet issues, and I'm waiting for the cable guy.
Hey, it's cool. It's funny. I had the same problem on Saturday. One of my coworkers like, yeah, I'm having problems with my internet. And as soon as she said those words, everything on my computer just started to crap out all day.
Yeah, I honestly think that the modem, the last time I lost internet, I think when it came back, or maybe there was a power surge in one of the thunderstorms, I think it fried the modem.
Could have happened.
So
I was just
yeah, they're coming. So
I was just telling everyone. So you know how we have LBD singing "What Is Love"?
yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I figured, so if anybody does the super chat, I'll play. I did 6 for you, 6 for LBD, and 6 for me. These are random songs that I picked up. Like for instance, I'll just pick one random.
I'm afraid.
Then I
very
have
afraid.
an
Baby, when you talk like that, you make no man. So be wise, be bold, reading the signs.
That's
I have a question. Why is LBDs have to have like some sort of Hispanic type music? I mean,
And it's always a woman.
because my hips don't lie. Okay.
What's
what
up,
are they
May?
not lying about?
and then here's Claire.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs?
The killer song.
Okay with that.
So if
Oh my
anyone
God, that's the
anyone
killer
does
song.
super chat, I will randomly pick one of those. And there's 6 of each, so it'll be a while before we go through them all.
It,
And it doesn't matter the amount. It doesn't matter when. I will gladly play a random one.
It's so unfortunate that he did not have a clear picture of me.
Well, you know.
Oh, and the worst part was I was running out of time. Okay. I've excluded Claire from that because she did it herself. So, LBD. Oh, luckily, close my eyes and it's me. Yeah.
Told you the Spice Girls were here. He's right. Baby Spice is here somewhere. That's so ironic.
Oh man, it was.
That is actually pretty interesting. But that's definitely something different for sure.
Definitely.
So what are you, LBD? Camera shy?
No, I'm not wearing a shirt.
Well, what else is to tell us something we don't know?
This is true. This is very true.
So did everybody get their email?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just saying that. I got mine. LBD
still
got
got
his. How about you, Andrew? I don't know. Have you ever bought anything for the Funko Shop?
Yeah.
Did you get an email?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Okay. Well,
Maybe I should do that. I never checked it because I can't order nothing off of it because I'm not fast enough because I'm
That's true.
that is not true, sir. There is some stuff on there right now that has been there for months that nobody wants. You probably want to. You can get yourself a whole set of.
And why would Andrew want it then?
You can get yourself some Kramers, man.
Boy, why do that? Our own personal mini Kramer that runs into the door in LBD's room.
But okay.
I just got Kramer.
So now that we kind of got a little bit, people have kind of trickled in a little bit. One of the things that has got me curious, since they're doing the lottery for Funko Europe apparently as well.
Yeah.
Right? How big is that count going to be? Like, how split is that count going to be even more now? Because remember, for the 1,500 piece or 1,000 piece boba and all these other limited pieces of NYCC, it was only split in the United States. Are they going to have a different number count, kind of like the sodas overseas, or are they going to have one total count and then it's going to be split between 2 different shops? What's
Hold on
going
a
to happen?
second. You know what I hate about that app? Just for the record, it gives everybody horse teeth.
Well, if you're already smiling,
I know, right?
It's even more. You notice how my pictures I wasn't like I didn't have my mouth open, so it'll
You got the shark. You got the shark thing going. You got 2 sets of teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
leave it to Funko. I mean, leave it to Walmart. Just send you.
maybe Spice just did another one. Hold on.
She's having fun. You know what? That's me after a few drinks and maybe a pull of something.
You think that, but the reality is like everyone's trying to hold you up.
I've actually never been one of those where people have to hold me up.
But yeah, you're right about the limited edition. How's the split going to be on that? I'm curious.
Yeah, like just in general, not even just the limited pieces, but what's gonna be the split between the two shops, like in general, of all the stuff.
I think here's my understanding of the situation. To be very honest with you, I think what they do is they look at both entities as separate entities under the same umbrella, kind of like how back in the day you had Future Shop and Best Buy. They were owned by the same company, and they had similar specials, but they were treated separately.
Yeah, but the only time we've got a confirmation of like variations of counts and stuff like that is with sodas. Like the sodas actually look different, and they each have their own count. So like if there's a 10,000 piece soda here, they have their own version of 10,000 piece over there. So technically, there's 20,000 of that one soda.
No, and you're absolutely right. I also think too, to be very honest with you, I think Funko in general, back in the day, like when they first started out, were very accurate with their numbers and limited releases. Like if there was 50, there was 50. If there was 100, there was 100. Now, when you get up to the thousands, who's going to collect every single one and realize that there isn't exactly 1,000?
Yeah,
Like who's going to dispute that? It's a hard thing to do. Let's say, for instance, there's 1,000 pops, and Claire decides that she really is a huge fan of whatever it is and goes out and buys and manages somehow in a year to buy every single pop of that.
I mean,
I'm willing
like,
to bet she'll walk away with like maybe 1,015 or 1,016 because I really honestly believe that number is almost arbitrary to a degree.
Is it almost like the guy with all the Venoms, the Freddy Venom?
Oh no, that guy's okay. I say this and not to cause any issues. I don't want to mention his name because I don't know the guy personally, but I hate somebody who sits there and goes, "Yeah, I'm real humble," while he's holding a wad of cash, or "Yeah, I'm just a guy making ends meet," and he's like sitting, because he drives limo and he's sitting there, shaking hands with a celebrity. Oh,
My lord!
where is that? And it died as soon as I. What are you doing, Claire?
she's been trying to.
I don't know. I'm fidgeting. I can't.
Twice.
Yeah, I'm not used to this. To a phone, and it's like a little tiny screen, and then I have it on the computer in the back, and I don't understand why the internet is working for me to see it, but it has like some serious lag, so I can't really watch it. So I'm just disturbed. And then my pop came damaged.
Oh shit!
So and I just looked up the value, and it's like $36.
Mario, David, basically, what I'm trying to say is, okay. So perfect example for NYCC, they split it between each. What was it like? It was like 3 different times you could buy or whatever. Or was it 2? It was split between 2 buys. So any limited piece was split down the middle between those 2 hours that you can buy, morning and afternoon. So there was a 500 piece. So what was it like? Oh no, 1,500 piece. It was split down the middle. Now here's the thing. Even if it's not, what happened, Ender?
For a second, okay, was it split 2 ways or did they split it 3 ways? Because didn't they do a morning spot, a night spot, and then take some for the general public?
No, it was split 2 ways, but whatever was basically left in the end
went to the general public, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how.
I removed the other one. There was no point in having.
That
2
was
players.
perfect. He said it. He said it was split 2 ways.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's my worry. Like, okay, so if it's gonna, because they gave kind of a number of kind of like what was gonna be available to each time slot.
Mhm. Yeah.
How is that gonna work this time? Like, just kind of like what I was just kind of responding to what David
Hey, Nightshade.
was saying.
No, and David's got a point, but I think Umti said it best. Basically, there is a small variance of at least within reason of 10%. But I think that variance probably slightly more, just because.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, let's be honest. Convention time for Funko is printing cash.
Yep.
So, and I think Claire's internet just, her internet just went. Too many Claires.
I mean, but
Sure.
how many countries actually can order from Funko here? I mean,
Okay, so here's how it works, Andrew. Officially, you have Funko USA, Funko Europe, Pulp Culture.
yeah.
However, Pulp Culture doesn't count as their own entity when it comes to conventions.
Mhm.
They her whole thing just went down. So basically you only have Funko Europe and Funko USA. Now, don't get me wrong, there are other companies where they have prior arrangements and prior agreements, especially for places like oh god, what's that company where they get all the con stickers all the time? Is it Gemini? Yeah, they have like backdoor deals with Gemini, even though Gemini goes, no, plays the Godfather and goes, no, I'm just a man blessed with many friends. Situations like that. But ideally, that's the whole situation. Hey, Mad Hatter. Hey, Nightshade. By the way, Nightshade, guess what just shipped on Sunday? The Alice in Wonderland Black Light Pops. So I'll have a better idea of what the cost of everything is. I'll talk to you later about that. But that's the whole situation in a nutshell, I think, when it comes down to Funko and the way they ship. What are you doing, Andrew?
Listening. Wearing protection.
Sure. But that is the whole situation in a nutshell, I think, is that now, as for limited edition pieces, I think they're just going to do, because they're printing money basically. They might just do 15 Europe and 15 USA and put like a little something in front of the sticker. I mean, how hard is it to put an extra 2 letters in front of a sticker? If you're going to make an extra,
You'd be surprised.
Oh, I'm not with Funko. Oh, I think Claire is back. Yeah, I think your internet kind of went. Oh, that's adorable. No. We're not doing that.
What's up, Mad Hatter?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, but
We'll find out pretty soon.
it's
And
not
I
like
don't want to say anything because I don't want to hear LBD's BS.
About what? About
Because it's only on my Apple devices that my internet is not working. It works fine on the Android. I don't know.
You said you said it all.
I don't know. Apparently,
I don't know why.
You said it all yourself. I don't even got to say anything.
see if you want to set.
No, I don't know what. I don't know why though. I can't explain why on my Wi-Fi is working on the Android, and on nothing Apple is it working on my desktop, on my iPad, on my laptop.
You know what the irony is too today? Somebody at work came up to me and she's this young girl comes up and she goes, "Do you have a charger for my phone?" And I was like, "What kind of phone is it?" She goes, "It's an Apple." And I went, no. And she's like, "Nobody here has Apple products." I said, "I don't know what to tell you." She's like, "Where can I get a charger?" There's 3 convenience stores.
Well,
Chances.
you gotta realize that worldwide, Apple is kind of not the leader in anything. It's more of an American.
Oh God, here we go. Oh God, why did I say this? Is why I didn't want to say anything.
I'm just commenting because of what Sean said, and I was actually listening to a podcast of a Canadian YouTuber yesterday, and he was talking about that how just not just Galaxy and Samsung and stuff like
Yeah.
that. The iOS of Android itself in any phone is used more in a lot of other countries than the
Well, it's not.
iOS.
Yeah, but Android's used in more than just telephones. I mean,
That's what I'm.
yeah,
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like just in the phone market, it's
yeah.
used way more around the world than the Apple iOS.
But you are right. It is primarily a North America product, and the only reason I say that is because back in the heyday, BlackBerry by Research in Motion is a Canadian company, and yeah, you couldn't run into anybody who didn't have a Research in Motion BlackBerry in Canada when
Right.
they were one of the big names, and then they kind of lost their grip on the market, and now if you walk up to somebody and go, "Hey, do you own a BlackBerry?" They look at you and go, "What?"
Right.
Mhm.
What's that?
I could remember when like people were obsessed with those things.
Oh yeah, my
And
my buddy got his when he was going to school for software engineering. He got his what do you call it? His co-op there at Research in Motion, and he comes back to St. Catharines, and he's got, remember the big giant blue BlackBerry, like the thing looked like a brick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he came back with one of those around his belt, and he's like, "Hey guys, look what I got." He was the coolest guy for the summer, and now I'm sure if he walked around with something like that, I'd be looking at him going,
Yeah, and you know what's funny? That whole ecosystem died off just because I honestly believe it's not really just like their operating system. I believe that it was the fact that they weren't, you had to port over IG, all Vine, all that stuff. You couldn't just download those things. Not it wasn't supported. You had to basically unlock your phone and then basically use wires on your computer and programs just to get any of that stuff.
well, I think also too. I mean, the only reason why BlackBerry is popular is because you know they came up with the first keyboard when everyone was sitting there using their Nokias, going, a dot 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 dot
Well,
dot.
yeah. No, but even when they moved on, by
Oh
the time
God.
they moved to touchscreen, it was too late.
Oh yeah, yeah, they didn't adapt quick enough. But I
Um,
mean, that's phones. So getting back on topic regarding the Funcon. So my understanding is the actual day is the 5th, is it?
No,
Well, the drops are the 5th, but for anybody who won the lottery is on the 4th.
no, I would have to look. I don't remember. It's announced somewhere.
Well, I looked it up for Funko Europe, and I got to figure out the time zone for that because if I end up,
Virtual. Okay,
sorry,
sorry. FunCon Summer 2021 Funko 7th virtual convention will take place August 4th
hmm
through August 5th. Basically, there you
yeah.
go. These will be filled with games. Give what the hell? Okay, they're not saying when the actual like online stuff is gonna happen though.
Well, I'm guessing. Well, usually they do it before the actual drop day, so that would be my assumption. So,
Yeah.
because I know, so anybody who won the lottery will get like they did last year. I mean, last year you got to pre-buy everything you wanted if you won the lottery the day before everything came out, and then any leftovers were for anybody who was lucky enough to be
Yeah.
quick enough for that. So I mean,
Is is the fourth on a Thursday?
no, the 4th is a
Because
Wednesday.
usually the next,
It says the 4th.
so then it's the 5th. It is the 4th.
Yep. So that will be
So they're doing
that'll
it
be
different this year. Because usually it's on Friday
yeah. Umty just said Funko's
for whoever doesn't win.
Funko Summer 2021, Funko 7th Virtual Convention will take place August 4th to August 5th. So my guess is, but for the winners of the convention, for the people who won, we'll have access to it.
Well, and then the people who actually won the in-person stuff is gonna be 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. So, and we know a few people that are going.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I want to go because if I win the lottery, I don't want to be in Cali where I don't know if I'm gonna be anywhere where there's gonna be reliable internet. You know what I mean? I don't want to take that chance and then
Oh,
make
come on. I want a live stream of a Honduran freaking out in a Starbucks on his Android phone going, what the? And just moving between Spanish and English because he's so angry.
But yeah, so I'm still debating on whether I'm gonna go. The good thing is I can literally like book the flight the day before if I want to. The problem would be finding a place to stay.
Oh, what do you mean? We know that individual that works at that kennel and get you a nice little kennel, a blanket. The other day he was offering to get me. He was offering, what was it? Get my nails trimmed, my hair cut.
Oh yeah. If anybody here needs that,
Oh,
I gotta tell
please.
you a story after we go backstage because
I'm not even. I don't want to know how it involves you in a kennel. Okay.
what me and LBD were listening to last night. Yeah,
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god.
Well, we'll say that for later.
Honestly, if it was my stream, I wouldn't have minded explaining what happened. But I'm not gonna do it here.
Another place, another time.
Yeah.
So, well, the other thing too is I hope, Claire, your internet's more stable by then too.
Mhm.
yes, that would be nice.
Well, we gotta see if any of us win first. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
True. Well, hey Claire, have you been able to get into your email yet? I mean, not email, Funko account yet?
No,
Yeah.
but you know what? I just tried to buy like today something. I went and bought a $5 Paka Paka. I mean, I didn't go all the way. Because I wasn't gonna pay $7 to ship a $5 Paka Paka, but I just did it just out of curiosity, and it went through just fine. I just can't sign on to the Funko website, so. And I'm getting all the emails, and obviously they're getting mine. I mean, I had a box delivered today from them, and I got the delivery email.
Yeah, from what I can gather,
So it doesn't seem to make much of a difference,
Well, it's going to make a difference in the sense that, let's say hypothetically, you or I win the lottery and we try to get into our account because it's tied into our account. We're going to get proper fucked.
Well, they have till August 5th to resolve it, or 4th,
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah,
hopefully they will. I mean, they did put some stuff on Twitter. None of it that works. I mean,
yeah, same here.
but hopefully
tried.
they'll get it resolved.
Yeah, I sent them another.
Too. I tried step by step, and I got the same. So.
Well, I sent another
Okay.
message. Just even though they say don't, I sent another one in saying, "Hey, look, so I tried your steps, and this is what I'm getting." So,
My Funko Shop order gets here Wednesday.
mine's got to go to my, which is ironic because it's the old.
Which one? The black light?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, Thursday.
damn, that is really good punch. Yeah, that makes a bunch of people.
Yeah.
They I don't get why they did it. I know because clearly it wasn't to combat bots because people still got their emails. I mean, their invites for the convention. So clearly this this was a poorly executed security thing.
Maybe that system is just automated, and that kind of like what you said. Maybe those accounts that are not going to be reintroduced. Not all accounts will be reintroduced on a case by case basis between now and then. Maybe that's how they're going to combat it. Because you got to remember
Sorry, go ahead, Claire.
I'm sorry. I have a really bad delay, so if I'm interrupting someone as they speak, I am so sorry.
No, it's quite all right. Go ahead.
What I read on Twitter from Original Funko, it seems like, I mean, they didn't really focus on it, but they did say they did some system maintenance and upgrade, and I think that when they did that, they screwed something up, and this is what's happening, and now they have to work on it and see where this problem is. Because it's not affecting everyone; it's only affecting certain people.
Yeah, but I think there's a
and it
I think there's a reason why it's affecting certain people because
Hello, Lisa. Hello, Laura. Hello, Ian.
A few of the people that I've spoken to who have kind of been in that situation have a specific circumstance that might be causing their account to be blocked, even though it's not anything malicious or anything like that. It's just there's a possibility that it got caught up. It's kind of like in gaming when there's an update into the system that's supposed to be
Hey,
bring
Funko
down
Brothers.
the banning on a specific cheat, but it accidentally grabs a certain like kind of people that it wasn't supposed to. And
No, and you're absolutely right. But you see, when I went to school for software engineering, there's a thing that you do is called a dry run, and what you do is you take a small percentage, especially when it's regarding accounts, you take a small percentage of accounts and you test it against those accounts, and if there's any hiccups, you address it before you actually make it live. For example, there was a documentary on how Google does their if you go to Google YouTube page, there's a little documentary on how they do software. They test it. Now, granted, they have virtual servers, but clearly not everyone's going to can afford a Google virtual server. But they have a virtual server where they test it, and if it works, then they test it several thousand other times, and then they release it out. But the point is, you still test it on a small percentage to make sure that you don't affect your.
you know what I find funny about Google because since you're talking about how they do their updates and how they run their stuff or whatever, that same podcast where they were talking about worldwide users of iOS and Android and all that stuff, they were talking about how Google when they release an app or like email system or something like that,
Yeah.
they're technically under the Android umbrella,
Yeah.
but anything that they release, they test run it on iOS first.
Yeah.
Which I always find ironic, considering that it's an Android system for them.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. Umpty, it sounds like a database issue, and it is. Like for instance, I'm not. It tells me like when I try to do it. Well, actually, here I'll show you guys because you're not going to see my password, so it doesn't matter because my password's blocked out.
It's really weird because I mean I've been religiously buying, and I don't buy the limit. I only buy one most of the time or two.
Okay, so here
And
we. I'm going to show you something. So they said it will send you a copy of that verification email as soon as you try to log in, right? So here we are. Here's my site. I'm going to hit login. Now, you're going to see it up here really quickly, and hopefully you guys can see it. See, cannot send verification email. Please try login again. So I'm not able to get my verification email regardless of how many times I try to log in. And a lot of people are coming across this.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's the same I
See?
get. And then if you try changing your password, it sends you the link, and you change your password, and then it says the administrator has disabled your account.
So that's what a lot of us are going through. So
yeah. And all their hocus pocus that they wrote today doesn't fix the issue or doesn't make it any better because it says give it 15 minutes to 30 minutes, check your junk folder, but it's telling you right from go that it cannot send the email. So why am I gonna wait, to see?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Laura, anytime someone does a super chat, I randomly play one of those. I have a bunch made up between Claire, LBD, and myself. You know what? Next time I choose a picture for myself, I'm not going to do one where I have the Jack Nicholson grin because every song I look like the Joker.
By the way, just to kind of respond to Baby X, the problem is the Funko website is technically broken in a sense because so it's not that they're fixing something that's not broken; it is broken. The problem is, anytime they try to fix it, there's always gonna. I've rarely seen a company that's done an update to fix something that doesn't have bugs, that doesn't require a small update right after it.
Laura just did us another one. Hold on.
Nice.
Okay. We'll go with this one here.
Ah.
For the record,
Oh,
those
help me,
took
dear Lord.
forever to upload off a phone. No, and well, I think it has to do with the fact that the best analogy I can use is you have to think of when Funko first started 5 years ago. Their website was the equivalent of a little farmhouse selling eggs. So you have their server was like a little country road, one lane, dirt path, and then all of a sudden their product became insanely popular. And now you have a bunch of people all trying to drive down this little country road. So they paved the road, they widened the road, they set it up so it could take 2 cars, and then they realized that wasn't enough. And so they keep constantly expanding and making this little country house into like the equivalent of a Walmart. The problem is that 80% of the time when they're doing this, they're using different companies that are trying to work within each other, like wherever their server's located, whoever's doing their software. And the worst part is, and I'm willing to bet when they first started out as a smaller company, they probably, I know, like for instance, when I worked for my old company, they had a guy design their entire system. They never had him on contract. They had him on salary. So when he left and their system stopped working, and because they never set up a contract where it said, even if you leave the company, you're still responsible to keep this up and running for the next 5 years in case something breaks on it, like a warranty. And I'm willing to bet they'd probably come across that, at least with their page. And so every time they keep trying to update or change something, you have old code working with new code, along with what other gremlins in the machine, so to speak. So,
And they just had a major fiasco with the blacklight drop. So probably they tried to fix something because of it, and what they did was make it worse.
That's a perfect example of something being broken because people were saying like, "Oh, it's on the phone," and then you got 50% of people saying on the phone, and then other people saying it was on the computer. I tried both. Both situations for me weren't working.
Yeah, and for mine, I had to freaking do like thumb gymnastics on my phone because it wasn't working on the computer. And each time I was doing it, I was like,
it wasn't working.
It was horrible. It was not ideal for anybody.
So
I did better on the restock, because on the restock I got everything.
Yeah, and for the longest time, I thought my order wasn't going to go through because I never got it. When you get the email, it goes, "Oh, thank you for buying from the Funko shop." I never got that.
Your confirmation?
Yeah,
at all?
But on my actual page, it showed me it. So all I want is to get back into my account because honestly, I have over 1,000 pops, and I do not want to. That would be one of those days I would actually just because one of my coworkers' kids, I'd say, "Hey, here's the deal: pizza, whatever you want to eat. Here's the phone. Just scan the barcode. Start with this wall and work your way." Because literally, that would be the most arduous friggin' task in the world, sitting there all day going.
I don't have them. I don't have them in the Funko shop. I have them on the PPG app.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it like that just because it's too much work, and I was by the time I figured out about Pop Price Guide, I basically was too far in. I was like, you know what? No.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
No, I'm not
No,
doing
Umpty, no. And the funny part was, I got all the Alice in Wonderland stuff, and none of it's for me. Mind you, I have a feeling those posters are going to be up there for a very, very long time.
Oh yeah.
That's the other thing too.
Yeah, who wants blacklight posters?
I don't know. I'm sure there's some kid in the '80s that would have been like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Now.
One thing I miss from the '80s is shag rug, man. It was a bitch to keep clean. It did not vacuum well, but man, it felt great on the feet.
So strange.
No, I lived in an apartment with I don't have a collection. I don't have my collection on this anymore. I have at least. Um,
Oh my goodness. Yep.
Yeah, NYC Pop,
Hey, NYC.
you are basically royally screwed.
yeah.
Because I honestly think I probably have stuff that I've gotten rid of still on my app, but every once in a while I'll kind of skim through it and like, oh, I got rid of that.
Yeah.
I'll- but I make sure that anything
Well,
that comes in, I put in.
Yeah.
it's just as hard to delete stuff.
No, it is.
Like,
It definitely is.
You would think that would make it easier to remove stuff from the PPG app. It is a pain. You have to do it on the computer.
You know,
Imagine me sitting here having to delete
you see,
everything when
that's why
it's all said and done.
I don't want to do PPG because that's another thing. At that point, Claire, by the time you're better off getting rid of everything you don't want, right? And then just making a whole new PPG because you're gonna have
Yeah.
it's like you'd have minimal task at that point.
Yeah, but it wasn't that hard
Yeah.
at first because they updated PPG with Hobby DB and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
So
they made it so much harder. And then you have to go, you got to click this and click that and click that. And it's like,
yeah,
The
Why
only
can't
thing I wish with both allowed is that you can export them into an Excel file.
That'd be sweet.
That would be nice.
first started
my
I didn't know about all that. So I
My-
made an Excel page. That's how we knew it all.
my process for getting rid of stuff like that I've sold on my PPG list is now that I'm doing the theme auction for the most part, it's easier because I can go to my collection, hit Star Wars, or hit whatever genre that I know that I had in my auction,
Hmm.
and it only pull up that stuff, and I can just go through that list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like I gotta do this. It's such a simple process at that point. But if you're just grabbing stuff that from different genres because your collection is that massive,
Hmm.
that's a difficult task for sure.
Well, that's why I like the idea if it was an Excel file because Excel you can parse that information very easily.
Yeah.
Not to mention you can link Excel into an Access file and do like an actual virtual database, but that goes a little farther than what it would be. But it's just like I said. At the end of the day, I'm hoping like Claire said, I hope they get this fixed in a reasonable amount of time. Because to be very honest with you, it is insanely frustrating. Luckily,
Yep.
I'm not fretting over it. Like I'm not like sitting there going, But there are some people out there that are,
Losing their shit.
yeah.
To say it, lightly, yeah. I'm not
'cause
losing my shit. I'm like, if it happens, it happens. If it, I probably
was
would have lost my crap, in the past, but now,
Well, you're finally at the point where you're ready to slim down, so that makes sense.
You don't have to have
yeah,
If you weren't cutting down on certain stuff, you would be probably a little bit more peeved about it for sure.
oh, probably, oh, absolutely, I'd be going mad.
So I cut my collection. I was close to 600 already. Like I was right there on the border of 600, and I know I'm missing some pops from the beginning from when I started. So I probably was at 600. Right now, my collection is at around 520. I'm hoping to get at least another 100 off of that list because it's too much.
Well, I'm going to be talking to the person who handles our Funko swap meets and see if they want to do one like in November.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that's the case, if they do it, then I got like 6 bins here that I can fill up with pops. Take my banner down and set me up a nice little table and go, hey guys, guess what? It's a Illuminati sale and everything is priced to go.
Actually, I can do that here. There's a store in the mall that they do, I believe, every Thursday or every Tuesday. I can't remember what day specifically. I'll have to call them because I went in there to get to know the owner because it's not the store I usually go to, but it's in the same area. And basically, I talked to him. He was like, "Yeah, we do these swap meets or whatever in front of the store now."
Hey Sharon, how you doing? Hope you're feeling good.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, the charge is $25 a table, which isn't bad. It was like, yeah, they kind of take attention away from the store, but at the same time, we bring a lot of people in, and I was like, yeah, at the end of the day, like there's people, people are gonna go into the store, and people are gonna leave your store at the same time. It's a risk you got to take, but they're
This
still
is fair.
doing it. They're still doing it, and you basically have prime real estate in the middle of the mall.
Well, the funny part was I was honestly thinking is because I live downtown Hamilton. I know some of the store owners here. I'd just be tempted one of these days just to actually go out and just do something. Oh, speaking of which, apparently more stuff is shipping. Cool. But
What's up, Mitchie?
hey, Mitch, what's up, buddy?
I'm Yoda.
Are you home right now, or are you you out in the world?
Are you floating down the river, sir?
Down the river Styx. Oh. No, what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to make sure I get Funko News. Okay, there we go. Exclusive and starred. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that my Funko News stuff for the convention is starred, so that way I can find it later. Well, Mitch, you're welcome to come on. We're going to be on for at least another hour, and then we're going to go our separate ways into the world for another week.
You know what I'm curious about certain releases that come out in October. Basically, most of those pre-orders went out for Funkoween, which some of it was anime that obviously we spoke about yesterday. That me, you, and Mitch probably just in anime alone spent about $400 that day.
Oh,
There's kind of like the Selena. When the Selena before the Funko Shop Selena dropped, it was already at about 150 or something like that.
mhm.
150, $120. So there's a few pops that do that. That before the pop even drops, there's a value on it, right? Because there's
Mhm.
sales. That value doesn't always stay. When it comes to Selena, it kind of stuck. It's about 120 to 110, right? And I'm curious to know if any of the anime ones or the Funko Wing stuff in general that has a price on it already will actually hold that specific value, or will it only be the chases, or but sometimes
Here's what
even
I
the chases don't hold.
here's what I think. I think like any release, and I'm sure we've all been through enough releases to see this. You have the hype train price for at least the first 2 weeks, and then the hype train generally either derails or pulls into its station of reality, and then it slowly starts to drop off, and then it levels out. Like for instance, greatest example of it, Chase Stitch from the Funko Shop. Highest was 210. Then it stayed at about 160. That's it, pulling the hype train pulling into the station, and now it's at 120. And it will stay that way unless
Well, you're talking about when it drops. I'm talking about before it drops. It has a value.
Okay. The pre-hype.
Yeah, the pre. It was saying like because like I said, there's an example. There's the Selena, right? The Funko Pop Selena. It was at 150 or 50ish or
Yeah,
whatever. Then it dropped. It fluctuated between 90 and
Mhm.
100 and whatever, and then it settled around 120. It's basically what it's averaging out at. There's other pops. Okay, perfect is Tanjiro. Tanjiro right now has a chase. It's
Yeah.
probably the value. I remember last time I checked was of like one something,
125.
150. Okay, there you go. Um, Considering it's a chase, but people were buying the bundles, I'm curious to know, will it stick up there or will it drop?
I think the Tanjiro chase will actually go up in value the more people realize because you have to understand it's like once I'm just grabbing a random pop as a figure piece here. Once something gets out into the market and people start seeing that it exists, people start wanting it. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody wanted the Karate Kid pops. Like we're talking the originals, not the Cobra Kai stuff. Nobody wanted the original Karate Kid pops until they start hitting shelves, and people start going, to mimic South Park, the member berries. I remember Karate Kid, and people went out and bought it, and then it had a double hype, like it got because of the nostalgia factor to it.
Not only that, but even when Cobra Kai came out, everybody's like, oh, I have to have the original.
Yeah.
So the prices went up.
But I'm
Because-
just talking like base before Cobra Kai. So
Right.
things
Yeah.
things do jump up in value. So I think, hey, Quick Draw. I honestly, hello LJ. Not double LJ, just a single.
Yeah, cool.
I think honestly, all the stuff that's coming out in October, especially Demon Slayer, I think it is going to go up in value. I think it will retain its value. I think it's going to, and then it will slowly climb like Ichio did for Bleach.
Ichigo. Yeah, that's a good example, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of, but I don't. But the Ichigo. Because okay, here's the thing. I started collecting probably right around the time Ichigo was released, or right after it released, a few months after it released.
Yep.
So when Ichigo dropped, I heard that thing wasn't hyped. There wasn't a lot of people like overpaying for it in the beginning, from what I understand, and it was actually sitting on shelves. The Hollow Ichigo.
What was I going to say? Actually, Claire, do you know how much the John Wick chase soda is? Because I think you have it, don't you?
55. I just put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my chat's a bit of a delay.
No, it's okay. I'm all over the place. I don't even know. That's why I'm sitting here
Second
quietly, because there's a horrible delay and.
Oh no,
Huh?
no, it's not a problem, Claire. No, we were just talking like about, well, you know what we were talking about. I'm sure you come across that, Claire, like something that you bought that had a bit of hype. It was a low value, and then over time, it's climbed in value.
Yeah, or I've won, like the Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
That is like an insane price right now.
That one came in with the hype because of
or the Marty that I bought at one price, or the Marty, the toxic Marty. By the time it got to me, it was already like a $400 pop. I was like, I was sweating that delivery. So yeah, absolutely. I just sold the Selena LBD. I just sold her for $100, and I had to list her like 3 auctions before somebody actually finally, and I put her below PPG.
It just depends on like who comes in, to be honest. Kind of like perfect example, the Gabriel Iglesias. I got rid of the signed one. I still have the original that I bought because that's the first pop I ever got. I got 2 Gabriel Iglesias, and just because he announced it, those were my 2 first ever pops in 2019, July of 2019. And I remember fighting for it because his site was crashing so bad, and so I got rid of, because he resold the original one signed, and then he has the second one that came out, which is pop number 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I sold those 2, and those things had decent value on their own, and one with the signature. But you see, I could have done that, put those pops up last time I did an auction, and they would have never sold. But they sold because the people who wanted it were there.
Hello, Mitchell.
And people actually contacted me asking about those before I even started the auction.
Wait, that was the Selena Gomez pop, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
No,
we're talking about Gabriel, not Selena right now.
Oh.
But did you sell your second Selena, or did you only have one?
Yeah, it just depends. No, I'm keeping one.
Was that a
I
funny
sold
thing, Sean?
the extra.
Sorry, what was that?
Were you being funny? Were you being funny with Selena Gomez comment?
Oh, I was just doing it because it bugs LBD.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a running joke.
I was like,
but
Sean,
it all depends on the people that are there and what their interest is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what gets to me sometimes? That they ask you, do you have this? Do you have that? Go look at the list. Why are you asking?
Okay, here's the thing that I've noticed. As a buyer, I've noticed that people, the way not every single thing that's on the pop is going to be in the description, even if you scan it in. So sometimes it's hard to find things when you have 50 items. So they're
in alphabetical order.
No, this is what I'm saying. It's not always that way. Some people put, words before it, or like emojis before it, or like, or if
what you're saying basically is sometimes the description that it gives on whatnot you can't see the rest of it, and you can't tell like which one it is. Maybe there's different iterations of that particular pop. You can't tell exactly which one it is, like the number of it or the whether it's metallic or the non-metallic or the common.
The greatest example for that is the Ghostbusters from back in 2017. They released like 7 different Stay Puft Marshmallow Man figures. There was glow in the dark, there was non-glow, there was angry, non-angry, red, non-red, glow in the dark red, with vanilla, 2 scoops, with sprinkles, without sprinkles. And so when you look at it on Whatnot, because I was looking at somebody's Ghostbusters auction, all it said was SDCC, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, limited edition, SE, and then you couldn't tell if it was the glow, if it was the non-glow,
and that's what it being from a con. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Today I was in an auction, Pop King Paul's auction, right? And talking about the whole price thing or whatever. He's got a lot of hype behind him. Everybody knows who he is a collector, right? Blah blah blah. He had about 100 something people, and then it went down to 60. The last 2, 3, 4 pops that he auctioned off were about $100 pops, and they went for, because people, I know a lot of people complain like, oh, people are overpaying just because people's names. Like sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes even people who have a name have a crowd that doesn't care about what they got. And some of those pops that were like $80 went for like $50.
Well, wasn't there one pop that was like insanely overpriced by like $80 and somebody still bought it? You were telling me the other day.
No. I was in somebody's auction, and I don't know whose it was specifically, but basically it was about a $65 pop, and it went for about $180. And that can happen. It's what you're willing to pay for it.
I can tell you a prime example of overpay is I literally watched an auction where the Rainbow Bigfoot, which is like a $35 to $40 pop or something.
Yep,
went for over $500.
Jesus.
No, I don't think he.
Yeah, those hype days. Those hype days are gone. I don't think people are paying as much as they used to on Whatnot. I think those days were in the beginning.
Not to that level, but like it still happens. Like $10 Chalice collectibles that you can still buy for $20 on Chalice Collectibles Goku Metallic. I saw somebody sell that thing for $70 the other day.
I don't know. After what Mitch just said, I really I would love to interview that person. Go. So, what was going through your mind? What pharmaceutical? What street grade pharmaceuticals were you taking at that time?
I think I was there.
Was I on drugs?
I think I was there with you, Mitch, when that happened.
And you never know; they might have canceled after the fact.
I would imagine, and you know what? Even as a seller, I wouldn't even push the issue if the person said, "Yeah, so I took some NyQuil and then I took some Jack Daniels and then I went out and danced in the sun for 2 hours."
People are not playing that anymore. They
asked during the thing, like the guy that was selling it was like, "Did you really need to bid that?" And they're like, "Yep." It's like, okay,
yeah.
Laura, I agree with you. Sometimes you don't want to lose that auction, but there's a thing where you could lightly hold on to the auction. At that price, you're basically holding it with both hands with your foot on its neck.
blade on the artery.
Just sit there going, everything's getting dark.
Too soon.
Oh man, like seriously, I remember when the Zombie auction we were in, that that guy that you outbid by like $1 for that autographed pop LBD. Sometimes all you need is just $1.
It's nice, that baby.
I was like, wait, where's he going? I was like,
oh. Don't pull it down.
By the way, what's that LED?
It was the Todoroki.
Hey, Mitch. When I go down in October, I'll get you that pop, okay, buddy?
Yeah, there's a way to get those. I mean, there was an incident where somebody bought a pop they didn't want. It might have been something.
No, and you're right, Laura. There is so there are two sides to the coin. There are people like the people that are on the panel right now and the people that are in the chat. We're all friends. We all know each other to some degree, and ideally, if we wanted something, I'm sure somebody would reach out and say, "Yeah, I can help you," or "Hey, look, I'll step up." And then there's the other side of the coin where there's somebody like I was about 8 years ago when I started, I shouldn't say, we'll say 8 years, be fair enough, that I was starting, passively collect. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know what store sold what, and I sure as hell didn't have the fortitude to go to somebody and go, "Oh, Andrew."
Oh,
Jesus
oh,
Christ.
whoa.
I don't have headphones and that hurt.
Andrew, whatever the hell you did, buddy, don't do it again, please.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Clara, by the way, I don't have my microphone on, so you really don't. I don't think we need the headphones. I
What?
have to. I'm using.
What? What?
She can't hear anymore. She's
I
dead.
think Andrew just dropped his phone.
Oh, I don't.
But so
Yeah.
not
What
only
happened there?
not only are there new collectors going into whatnot because it's so advertised now, but you also got new collectors.
My God.
Ooh.
Muting. Sean?
Andrew, you need to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That way it will stop vibrating off your desk.
Okay. So not only is there new collectors going into whatnot, but there's new people to the app in general. So you got that combination of people. You got the people who are new to the app who are not new collectors, but at the same time they're not used to the app's format. Then you got the combination of new collectors and new to the app at the same time. So that's kind of another big factor when it comes to people buying and stuff.
You also forgot the other factor too. There are some people out there that get caught up in the hype of auctions. I mean, I'm guilty of it.
Well, and it's you're really guilty of it. But and here's the thing.
Yeah, really.
It's
I've never experienced that.
But
hey, both gloves up, nothing below the belt.
Look, the guy at the post office today, you had to see his face when he saw me walking. Both of them with my little shopping cart, they both walked away from their stations. I was like, okay, that was funny.
I gotta do that. I found a new post office that's pretty much the same distance as the one as as the one here. And I was like, you know what? I like them better because first of all, the space is nicer. The entrance is easier to get to. There's not as much traffic passing by there, and inside they actually have air conditioning, like on blast. So that was great. It was hot as hell.
Post office I go to is awesome. That's why I go there.
Yeah,
baby
Jersey. I mean, I go to Jersey to go to the post office.
Baby eyes, I don't mind Andrew speaking, but I'm wearing high fidelity headphones, and basically that literally that went right through my ears and through the other side, and I can only imagine for those who don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Check out this thing that I picked up.
That was
I haven't
bad.
got it yet. I bought it on eBay the other day, but you make me big for a second.
Sure. You're a cool guy. Oh, you meant.
The hell is that?
It's a Funko figure. It's a Wacky Wisecracks from 2012 Yoda Man.
Oh, Fox was showing those.
I saw actually the one that he had. He had like a Stormtrooper one, and I was like,
No, he has that one too.
saw the back, and I was like,
Hey, Golden.
Yoda one. I'm gonna have to have that. So I had to search and search and search to find this thing.
Oh
I'll be
yeah,
real honest with you, man. That's creepy.
yeah, that thing is creepy.
Awesome.
It's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, the
little
Leia
creepy,
one is cute too. It's something like a spoiled little princess is what the little caption says underneath it.
Mm.
But it's that same type of thing. They're really cool looking. There's Darth Vader. There's two different Darth Vaders. There's a Boba Fett, a Stormtrooper, Princess Leia, and a Yoda that was on the back of this that I saw. So, but they all have funny little things on the back, little sayings underneath it.
And they're made by Funko, right?
Yeah, they're Funko product.
Did anyone ever see the Star Wars Barbie Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Mitch is like, what?
Yeah.
No, somebody at our local gaming store was trying to sell it because we were Funko and Star Wars collectors, and I'll show a picture of it right now. That thing looks like S&M Barbie.
Oh dear.
Well, there's a Vader,
Yeah.
there's a R2D2, and I can't remember. There's another one, and the only reason I know is because my cousin
Sure.
Was a collector of Barbie, and
Sure.
she wants to get her daughter into it. So she does the. Just gonna ignore the asshole down there. Anyway, basically trying to get her into learning how to collect or
Hang on,
whatever,
I'll be right back. Sorry.
and basically so she would pre-buy those, which is funny. I was like, those didn't sell that well, but the one that she got that was a limited piece was like La Dia de los Muertos one, which was like she had to like travel to even get it.
I've seen that one actually before, but here's the thing: that one I've seen, and that one looks cool. This
Yeah.
one I looked at and was like, there's going to be like some fortune going. This makes me feel things.
Well, that thing was like on sale like every week on deal of the day for like almost 50% off for a while.
Yeah. It's well, I remember when they were selling it was 100 and I think it was like $110 here in Canada.
Yeah, that's pretty like it's like 100 in the States.
So it's like no, thank you.
I caught Einstein.
Which way? You just caught him now?
I caught Einstein a little while ago. I caught him and I walked him to the park and I released him.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's funny. She releases him and then he's like watching her. She walks and he's like 10 steps behind her.
I know, right? You know that I read that they can come back. I mean, I don't know about the city, but like if you live, in the suburbs or I guess in the country, you gotta take them like 3 miles out because they will find you again.
They did
creepy.
so. I've had that. I know for a fact.
Hi, Christian.
We've had that happen with a mouse because our cat nipped the ear in the nipped the ear off a mouse once, and I was like, no, you're not killing this thing in my house, and we lived out in the country, so I picked him up by his tail and I took him out to the back field and I set him free, and like later that evening she was there with like batting it because the thing was still alive. She just pulled it out of the kitchen. Same mouse, same ear done up.
Yeah, I released him, and I didn't want to. Mama J convinced me not to kill the damn thing. I thought about it. I was gonna submerge the whole trap in water and just drown him, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just let him go. He's such a smart little guy.
Hey,
and
Anthony.
it was Eric that finally told me to buy the trap that worked.
Huh?
What kind of trap was it?
It looks like a little green tunnel. And then you put I put peanut butter and on the back of it, and then it's got like a little door, and you open it, and when he goes in, the door closes and it traps him in there in that little green tunnel. I was sitting in the living room and I'm hearing like scratching, and it was that I caught it. I didn't even know.
I'd still leave that trap out just for like a second night, just to make sure there isn't more than one.
Oh no! I have like 4 of them. I put 4 of them, and I'm leaving them because I'm not sure if it's just.
Do you know
one.
where?
I'm hoping it is, but
do you know where it came in from?
No, that's the whole thing. That I thought that I only had one because I did find a hole and I covered it, and I thought that maybe he had stayed on the other side and inside. But I'll find out. I'm not finding dropping. I'm not finding like an incredible amount of droppings. So I don't think I have like more than one.
Welcome back.
I might. Stay tuned.
By the way, like Clara, that photo you took, that little guy was walking like strutting his stuff. I've never seen a mouse like.
Because they hug the walls. Well, they hug the walls. They don't usually walk across the floor.
Yeah, they don't. They're not usually that up high. I'm like, what the hell?
I was telling LBD. I was telling LBD it's like the first mouse I've ever seen playing Uptown Funk.
And it was.
What's up, Daddy?
What was incredible is that he'd come out he'd come out from around the refrigerator and look into the living room to see if I was sitting there, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here, Einstein. Try to make it to the food if you're brave enough." But I don't know if it was him. I'm hoping that it was. But look, I don't know if you could see it, but that's like the tunnel, see?
Oh.
And he's in there. So it catches them humanely.
Oh, that's cool.
and nothing worked. The sticky traps didn't work. He would look at them and walk around them. Nothing. The ones that cut them in half didn't work. Nothing worked. This finally worked. He finally walked into something. But I don't think this is the one that I took pictures of. He looks too small. Too tiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
was
Scary
I know,
shit, man.
I know when I saw it, I was like, damn, because usually any mouse I've ever come across in a house has always been like hugging the walls and hugging the corners.
Yeah.
They don't normally.
It's very low to the ground.
Yep.
It's never strutting its stuff ever.
Hey Mitch, did
No,
you
he was in his zone.
did you get your email as well? Cool.
Yeah.
Well, may your district win.
Yeah, I know. Who knows? We'll see.
I mean,
I got mine. My sister got hers. So,
wonder if my mom got hers.
mm-hmm.
That would kill me. I love my mother very much, but I'm thinking if she gets hers, that's like a third account I'll have to man if she actually wins. I the worst part is she's been collecting like less time than me. So with the way my world luck is, she'd be the one that will win the lot.
Well, look at Quick Draw. He won NYCC. Well, his mother won NYCC, and then his mother won ECCC right after that, I believe.
Claire, you've upset Anthony Blaze. You never said hello to him.
I don't see the chat. I don't have chat. I don't see it at
Oh,
all.
yeah.
So that's why I'm
Okay.
sitting here like,
So for anybody,
hi, Anthony, my love. I'm sorry.
for anybody who's new to the whole StreamYard thing, when you're on your phone, the chat isn't on the side, so you can't actually see the comments. You have to actually click on the comments, and then it would be covering the whole screen. So it's difficult to look at comments when you're on your phone. So that's why
Yeah,
that's the only reason why she's not interacting as much.
because my internet sucks.
Yeah. Well, I think it has to do
That's
more
why I'm
with
quiet.
your operating systems over there.
LBD, play nice, or you won't play at all. I think that's the easiest.
All those devices are the only ones working.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
I can't.
well,
So,
all I know is that
I don't know.
I hope basically we.
Let's open a box. I'm gonna open this box.
I got nothing to open right now. I'm still waiting for stuff to come in.
I got this box from Funko today, so let me check it out. And being that I haven't even been able to make between the internet problems, the heat in here, because this room I can't put a air conditioner, and we're going through a pretty intense heat.
Yeah.
Because of the fire escape. It's been hot and humid, so I can't really do anything in this back room.
Oh, come on. You can put an air conditioner by a fire escape. What are the chances of getting a fire? I'll make Claire big. 1 second here.
No, not many, but the chances of getting a $1,000 fine are pretty big.
That's just the price for playing.
Hi to everyone. Oh, okay. So remember, I was on with you when I said I was gonna. I don't want to open it.
Oh, I think
When I said I was gonna get the T-shirt, the Fun Days
Oh, yeah.
with Freddie. Oh well, I'm on my phone, so you're gonna see it backward. I'll take pictures. Check Instagram
Hey, Tumbles.
and the Funko Virtual Con.
Hey, bud.
Is that an actually Tumbles?
Well, I was calling him that because his phone kept taking a tumble.
By the way, Andrew, I actually hopped in.
Oh. Yo, some of these names also on whatnot is like, oh my god, I massacre them.
Oh, I don't even try doing people's names sometimes, especially at work. It's like, your name is Bob, but my name is Bob.
Well, what are you gonna do if somebody makes their username one of those words that you have issues with?
yeah, I know that LBD and I both got our email and got entered
I
in.
don't
I don't know
I got
everybody else
mine.
did.
I got mine.
So,
I got mine.
so the
Okay, good.
You guys got the one for the fun box too, though, right?
Yeah.
I didn't,
Okay.
which sucks because there's only one thing out of that box I want.
What?
The rock and roll pop. Remember how they broke it up into 4
There he
factions?
goes.
Mm-hmm.
Toilet ninjas.
Toilet paper.
And I think a year ago that was gold.
Will I get another dragon? Well, I wanted to put it up to $50 so I wouldn't have to pay for shipping. So I added two toilet ninjas. 'Cause I don't like any of the other ones really. And one, I guess he's taking a toxic dump. Rico.
Is it the
And
toxic?
Rico's a 1 in 9. So I got a 1 in 12 and a 1 in 9. Huh?
You mean the constipated one?
Very, very. He's cute.
Oh no, that's the smelly one.
Yeah, he's Rico.
Hey, Dead Zone, did you ever get your computer fixed?
All right,
Show and
you
tell
can
them.
make me small now.
Okay.
Yeah. I want the gold one. That's the one that I am chasing, and of course, that's the one I'm not getting.
Oh, please! You've gotten the dragon like 5 times already.
I know, but I want the gold one. I don't want the dragon. I don't collect the dragon.
Andrew, you're facing the ceiling. It's a very lovely ceiling.
I think you might have dropped out again.
Yeah, I think he's frozen, I believe.
Okay, I'm just gonna remove him for now, and then if he starts moving again, I'll pull him back in again. Anthony Blaze finally met Dead Zone.
Nice.
So what's he like? Did he like appear in
Yesterday.
Did he appear in a puff of like black cloud smoke and just walked out into the ether?
Right.
Was it the smell of sulfur in the air? The slight sound of wailing and screams.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Going there with it.
I miss Supernatural. Okay.
Yeah, we all do. Believe me.
Oh. Actually told someone just finally caught up and finished watching the last episode at work, and she came in, she's like, oh my god, that ending was horrible. It was so sad. It's like, yeah, it's one of the very few shows that at the like the end of the series that I thought about it like 2 days later.
Yeah.
Oh, Dead Zone would be taller.
Huh.
What was the other thing? Oh, that was I guess I can make the announcement now too. So next week I'm going to do my 2-year anniversary of YouTube. Never thought I'd actually last this long. So the prize is going to be 3 pops. I'm going to spoil those out on let's see, Thursday evening, because unfortunately I'm working the next 2 days. It'll be 3 pops. One of them will be a con exclusive with a con sticker from one of the previous conventions. Along with, I'm going to include 10 Coffee Crisp bars, along with a bunch of other little Canadian treats. So it's going to be a fairly large box, and hopefully people will enjoy it. Man, It is warm in this apartment. Insane.
Yeah, so I turned my hair on.
Yeah, it's been cold, eh?
Yeah, I'm pretty dying over here. It's kind of warm here. I'm melting at this point.
I'm melting.
Thank you, LJ. Honestly,
None of my cameras are working either. Damn it.
well, I guess you're just gonna have to release the.
Sorry.
Actually, the dog is being really quiet too. It must be really warm in there. Because usually,
They're not even here. They're in the living room where the air conditioner is. They're not even here. That's why I went like that before. I was looking. I was like, "Where are the dogs?" Yeah.
no, they're probably all hiding where the AC is. I don't blame them. I know
Yeah, neither do
when I
I.
had my cat, she used to when she was smaller, she realized that she could sleep in the actual vent of the air conditioner because I came in one day and I could hear the air conditioner just struggling, and I'm like, oh god, this thing better not be broken. I just got it, and there she is, just like a hot dog on a bun, just laying right inside, looking up like, what's your problem? It's like, how long have you been in there? I'm like hoping that the motor isn't broken, right? And it's working perfectly fine. All is good. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, don't. Air conditioners are not cheap, man.
No, they're not.
It's like investing in car tires when you buy one.
They're not that expensive. If you get them on sale, you get some good deals on. I paid like I know it was like maybe $279 for my 10,000 BTU Frigidaire.
Well, I like the floor models, just because the windows here are
Oh,
oddly shaped. Well, no, the
those are
windows here,
expensive.
yeah. Well, the windows here are oddly shaped, so to put an air conditioner in the window, I'd have to remove 4 sets of panes of glass, and then I would have to put them somewhere where they're not going to get damaged for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And because the window's so small, I have to find one that will fit the window. So for the extra, basically double the cost of what it would be for an AC, it's easier just to get a floor model. Because I literally spent a month, was 4 years ago, measuring these windows, trying to find an AC that would be, because it's not a big apartment, but it's a lot of area. And so for the size of windows, I'd have to get 2 ACs for each window. And there's no way in hell that the circuits in this place would.
Yeah.
I'd end up with a house fire, which would be another problem in cooling. We have 2 stand-ups and 2. Holy crap, LJ! Your power bill must be outrageously high.
Yeah.
Man, I could not imagine spending that much.
Oh wow! Apparently, Pop Culture just shared this, and apparently they have to take it down soon. Because hold on, I'm gonna share it right now. I was trying to read it, but I figured if they're gonna take it down, I should share it before they do. So I'm not getting into the whole Hot Toys thing, but just because it's the character's face with the suit on for the movie.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So it says it doesn't get stranger than this. This pre-order is only open until Sunday the 25th, after which time it will be taken down at Hot Toys' request.
Huh. So it's up for a week, basically.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like LJ. He's like, it's not bad here in Ohio. Everything's cheaper. I don't know. I don't think. I'm glad I don't have to pay that much. Oh wow! I was just looking at Hot Toys and pulp culture, and I remember this one. It's the one where Wolverine's fighting Juggernaut. I was watching someone's video who bought it. This thing is like the size of a Barker Lounger, like for the floor space. Like, man, you buy that? It's sitting in a corner somewhere.
Oh, you got to see the Hulkbuster, how massive that thing is.
Oh, I've seen the unboxing for that. Because I don't watch a lot of Hot Toys unboxings, but anytime I see a thumbnail with somebody where they're about an average height and the box is like up to their, just up to their waist, and it's a wooden crate. I have a soft spot for wooden crates. Anything shipped in one gets my interest.
Okay.
Well, cool stuff comes in wooden crates. You get the Ark of the Covenant, superpowers.
When I used to DJ, I used to put my albums in wood crates only.
Huh.
What's an album?
Oh please!
Jeez.
I'm not even that young. Okay.
My buddy, I told you, was a DJ and started working in gentlemen's clubs, and then eventually started getting into like doing weddings and other things of that nature. He uses vinyl, and I remember the one day he talked. I was mentioning, he's like, "But isn't it easier just to do iPods?" And back in the day when they had like the iPods with the hard drives and stuff. And he's like, freaks out and goes, "Nobody is going to pay money for somebody to come over and listen to their goddamn friggin' iPod. Those are not DJs. Those are just guys with really." he was just freaking out because there was he was losing business because people were buying those iPods, going onto sites like Napster, Morpheus, LimeWire, and downloading a complete discography and calling themselves a DJ.
Jeez, Sean.
Oh yeah, it was something. And
That still happens now. People have gone mostly digital.
No, it happens now, but it's okay. There was a time when they realized that they can make digital watches using quartz crystals, and traditional watchmakers were freaking out. And there was this same principle. They were like, "We're losing money," and yeah, some of the smaller companies disappeared, but the very best of the best are still out there. Just like there are still, I'm willing to bet there are still some DJs out there that spin vinyl, and some people that specifically only want vinyl for their event. Yeah. They don't want somebody to bring their, laptop up and sit there and play music. I know last place I worked at before they stopped doing anything for their employees, they had a DJ, and the DJ it was specific. He had to play vinyl. He could not come in, hook his laptop up and start, using his Spotify account. Because if that was the case, we would have.
It's nothing like vinyl,
That's true. It's true. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Nights in White Satin, it sounds so much better on vinyl.
Everything sounds better on vinyl, dude.
No, not Yoko Ono. There's nothing you can do to make her sound better.
And for DJing, it's awesome because it's like the cue is there's nothing like it. Digital is it. I mean, you can do it, but there's nothing like actually putting that needle on that vinyl and looking for the right spot and keep putting that record back so you can keep it cued. Oh no, there's nothing like that.
Did you ever see the movie High School High?
No, probably.
Probably not. I can't remember I just remember his last name is Lovitz. He plays a substitute teacher, and he goes to an inner school, and he's got Neil Diamond's Rhinestone Cowboy, and it's an original pressing, and he's holding it with these white gloves, and he walks up to the DJ who's scratching records, right? And he goes, "Could you play these for the kids? Play the A side first track." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, anything." And all of a sudden, you just hear it like a rhinestone, and he starts scratching, and you see the character who Lovett's character just looking at the DJ going, "What the hell?" And you can just see vinyl curling on the needle as he's scratching it.
Horrified. That's crazy.
Yeah, there was a place here that did only sold nothing but vinyl, and now they're gone. It is a dying art, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure.
You can still actually get some stuff that you can special request. It's expensive.
Yeah, but LJ was bringing up a point. Getting reissued vinyl isn't the same as the original, and he is absolutely right. I've heard Pink Floyd's The Wall original vinyl compared to a repressing. The repressing doesn't have. Here's the thing: with original vinyl, you get the hisses and pops that make it what it is. It's those little minor imperfections that makes it enjoyable. Whereas with the repressing, it's so clean, it's not vinyl anymore.
Guys, I gotta jump off here. The cable guy just called. He's about 10 minutes out, so I gotta lock up the dogs and stuff. So
okay, cool.
I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully they can resolve my issue.
All right.
All right. Good night, guys. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay, apparently my Google felt the need to say goodbye to Claire. Nosy little bitch. I'm just glad they got rid. I'm so glad that it says plus you don't get the satanic messages on the repressing. Yeah, that's true. That's true, especially when you play it backwards and get this really guy in a black suit going, "What do you want?"
Lord.
So hard being you, Mitch, isn't it?
I'm telling you.
Don't worry. One day Hallmark will come knocking at your door and there'll be the story of Mitch. They'll have to change a few things. It'll have to happen in a small Connecticut town, usually during winter, and you'll bump into a single mother who just recently, got divorced and has moved to the small town.
Oh god! Speaking about,
Sounds like every show on there.
Yeah, that's basically it. There is no other place. There is no other season. There is no other archetype.
Yeah, true.
What is it, LB? You said speaking of Hallmark, why are you planning to go to Connecticut in the winter?
no,
All right.
no. We'll talk about that later.
I don't want to know. Coming to the Hallmark Channel this Christmas, LBD Prophecy. He's just a city boy from New Jersey who moves to Connecticut to get some peace and quiet.
I would lose my shit if I ever moved to Connecticut.
Lord.
Yeah, it's like when I go to visit my cousin out in Peterborough in the countryside. It's like, okay, this is fine. This is cool. And then by like day 3, it's like, I need the sound of an ambulance. I need the random scream in the night.
Oh my god, you don't understand. The first time I moved from the city, oh god, it was so weird, man. I had to play something on my at the time where you had those alarm radios that you could put CDs in.
Yep.
I had to play something on my damn and it was a full volume, but let's just say it wasn't normal volume for somebody who's trying to go to sleep.
It's okay. Last time I was at my cousin's place, it was during duck season. So, like 6 o'clock in the morning, I hear percussion of shotguns going off. Pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'll see you in a minute. So I'm sleeping in the RV, right? And on the property, and I get out, and my cousin's like mourning, and I'm like, what the hell was it? He goes, oh, got some hunters on the farm. They're hunting. And I went, so that was gunfire heard. He's like, yeah, they're nowhere near the house. Like, oh, okay. I usually you have in the city you have to go for that, but apparently you guys decided to import it here. Thank you.
That's hilarious.
It scared the hell out of me, man.
Dude, when I go visit my family in Progreso and Honduras by the coast, I would be playing cards, and my grandfather, my mom's side of my family is for money. Mind you, my mother was the child out of wedlock, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So we never saw anything of that, and until I was born, my mom wasn't even recognized. Anyway, passing that, so that house has 3 living rooms. We would always play cards in one of the specific living rooms because it was apart from pretty much everything else in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're playing cards in the middle of the night, every night, all you hear, and it's either a truck passing by, you would hear a truck passing by, or you would hear the gunshots. And you got to the point where we started trying to play in the game what kind of gun it was and how far it was, because we just made it into a game at that point because it was every time, every night, no matter what.
I want to point this out too. So apparently the last box that came out for the Marvel Collector Corps, the Captain America box, apparently was not that popular.
Why is it on sale right now?
Oh yeah, it's on sale, and like how often do you get every shirt size available?
Yeah, that's very strange.
Yeah, like
that's usually when we get like two different sizes.
not a problem, Andrew. We're only going to be on for like another half an hour anyways, because unfortunately I have work in the morning. Yay!
I'm actually happy with the box just because the shirt's really nice, and then I actually like the design of the cap of the Captain America.
It looks like Mitchell has some boxes.
Yeah.
Boxes.
Nice.
Boxes, you say?
We want the little box or the big box? Which do we want?
I'm going to go with the little box because it looks like someone decided to play a round of rugby with it.
What?
Rugby. It's like British football, except without...
Oh, yeah, it's on the corner of it. It's just one pop. It's actually something I bought. The other one is
Well,
mystery box.
NYC Pops. If you go to Amazon, you'll be able to get that.
Yeah.
This one is something that I got off of Mark from Stop Pop and Roll. He had on his site that I was wanting and didn't get, which is quite all right. We got the card from Stop Pop and Roll.
Nice.
There's his info. See if I can use it. That up. Sucker.
Oh, the candy. Go on.
Yep. There's a Stop Pop and Roll sticker.
By the way, NYC Pop, that's the reason why I wanted the box too, because the original Robo cap is way too expensive.
I happen to have that one.
So packaged very well. And in a protector in a sorter. So in a sorter and a protector.
Oh, wow.
And it is
Okay.
Skater
Nice.
Freddy.
I was actually trying to get that.
Yeah. Yeah, he had it on his website. I was like, that's cool.
How much?
I was wanting to get one. I didn't make a purchase big enough on the Funko shop, and I didn't want to just go buy random junk. It's not junk, but just stuff that I don't care anything about to get it. So
Well,
he
there's
had it up
random
on there
junk
for a
out there,
fair
too.
price.
A lot of people agree with you that there's random junk there because it's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
So-
the Kramers.
You want a little, what is it?
Why was that sent to your
You were
house?
saying, is that a mystery box?
It's a mystery box.
Huh.
What is the mystery?
I thought up there the other day, and I was like, we'll try
Is
it out.
that the one that had the Freddy Yoda?
No, this was just I think it was $45, guaranteed $60 value.
Oh, I think I got one of those, and I hated everything inside of it.
They didn't show glams of them.
No, I mean when I opened it.
Oh, you got one too?
I think so.
Oh.
I remember I got something from
Oh.
Toy USA recently. I don't know if it was that one.
That's 4 pops.
Might have
Looks like one protector.
No, that's not the box.
Let's get into it. I'm looking at the bottom, so I don't know. Looks like we've got one from one.
Dibs.
Pull the
Let's
new
see
one first.
here. Looks like one from 19, one from 2019, 2020, and two from 2018. Looks like. That's the best I can tell. Let's go with the newest one.
Nadia likes your shirt.
Thank you. So the first pop is Gunther Prince.
I find it interesting that he was supposed to be like a one-time character.
You want to pull PPG?
Oh,
How we did?
Sure, hold on. Oh, LBD's got it.
Gunther.
Just type in friends.
$11.
Okay. So we're $11.
It has a chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to chase.
So
Actually,
the next
nobody wants
one
them.
Is Nacho.
Don't you have the chase of it?
Huh? There is a chase of it, yeah.
No, I mean, don't you have it? I think you have that.
No. I don't think
has
so.
the chase? I swear I could have sworn you had that chase. Or maybe it's Dead Zone.
I mean, if I do, I haven't seen it in years.
Probably. So Nacho Libre is $15.
15,
Okay.
so we're at 26.
Yep.
Next one is not in a protector.
Oh wow!
Is Super Saiyan Broly with a shared sticker.
And
Dead Zone calling dibs on Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
no, I think it was on the Super Saiyan, bro.
No, that was too quick. He wouldn't have seen this yet.
So that's the summer convention, right?
Yes.
And that's shared exclusive is 25.
25 and 26 is 51.
And
the last one is in a protector.
I can't believe that con one for that same pop. It's $125. That's crazy.
the con version of that.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Oh, good lord! And the last one from 2018 is
Oh,
Baby Raptor, Target exclusive from Jurassic World.
I'm gonna guess.
That's Chris Pratt's character, isn't it?
Yep.
Hold on, because now it's pulling me all the damn Owen Wilsons.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
It's a Target exclusive, you said?
Yeah.
Target exclusive, yeah.
18.
18. Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, the Protector is the Broly is more than the one in the Protector?
Yeah. Apparently.
That's so weird. It's so strange.
Not a bad box. I mean, it's not, you know.
No, I mean it's more than what it was. So we've got what 61, 79. So almost $80 out of a $45 box. So
I would have pulled that Broly. I would have been happy. I'm not a fan of the big pop version of that.
Mm-hmm.
The little one's not so bad.
Not
but
bad.
honestly, I like the newer design that they did for him for the movie.
Yeah,
it's a lot better, in my opinion.
That's a cute box though, with little baby blue in it. It's literally got a QR code on the actual egg. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that. I don't know what the QR code for it is though.
I don't know. It's got a QR code on the shell of the egg, which is
it'll
cool.
probably link you to like the Jurassic World site or something.
Try scanning it. You got a phone, buddy.
Oh well, yeah, but it'd be hard to scan through the thing.
It's a lot of work for nothing.
Right? Yeah, it'll go nothing.
Turns out everybody thought that, and he's the one person who opens it and wins something. Finally!
Congratulations, you win your very own Velociraptor.
What?
Yeah, it was you win something from the contest that happened back in 2018 when the pop came out.
It's like people when they're doing like walking like along a river stream and they find like a congratulations, you won a Super NES.
No, but what about the was it Jeffrey the Giraffe with the golden ticket or whatever?
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to open it, so I think nobody ever claimed that prize, didn't it?
No, they did. It got claimed.
Okay.
I think after which
it literally pulls up this your website video promotion here.
Mitch, you could buy that.
No,
No, you could set up that QR code to direct towards your Instagram. I mean, it's a little late on the message, but I mean, it could...
That's just funny. That actually pulls a little something up. I was not expecting that at all.
There's in one of the Borderlands games, there's a document that has one of those on there, and if you scan it, it basically takes you to a little page that says you have too much time on your hands.
That's kind of cool.
I
I actually like that pop. It looks kind of cool. Little baby Velociraptor. The blue, I'm assuming it is.
I'm gonna assume too you didn't get locked out of your channel. I mean channels, or you didn't get locked out of your Funko app.
No.
Yeah, special.
No, I never had any problem with it. It always showed verified on it when I pulled it up. So I opened it up and it stays open most of the time unless you like log out of it. Like I stay logged, it stays. It keeps me.
Oh, I was logged in, but then I was getting issues. Like it wasn't pulling things up. So I tried logging out and then tried logging back in, and then it was like, no, we're not doing this. And now every time I try to send me the verification email, it's like, error, can't send verification email. It's like, why? Because I'm using Gmail? Like, what's the deal here?
What were you dibsing?
Nacho Libre. It's Nacho Libre.
It's Nacho Libre, yeah.
What?
LBD, what were you flashing on the screen while Mitch was looking down?
I know what he was flashing. I saw it. I've got a 55-inch TV in front of me. I see everything. Even if I'm not looking at it, I see out my peripheral. Dick.
It's right up there.
That's just mean, LBD. Why would you do that to him?
You send me a message to do it.
I didn't send you. Okay, my phone is on my bed right now. How in God's name did I do that?
Call the computer, Sean.
I did it through Instagram.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to dibs the skater Freddy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Freddy's.
Knowing Dead Zone, he probably has
Nachos
5
are
already.
good. Nachos are good.
What?
That's what he wrote.
Oh, I haven't had nachos in a while.
I don't like nachos.
Nacho Libre.
It's funny too because the best place that ever made nachos was an Irish bar that's now closing. All I know is I'm glad things are finally. I can actually sit down in a restaurant for a change. There's a burger place down the street, and every time I go, their patio is packed. But the problem is the patio only has like 6 seats, but inside they have like 20.
So. Is it just me, or does that logo look like White Castle?
Actually, to be honest with you, I can't place it, but there used to be Santa Cruz skateboards used to have a similar like font at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I know what Santa Cruz skateboards are because used to hear about them all the time growing up as a kid. Oh man, Santa Cruz skateboards are the best, and the wheels are the greatest. Okay, and
you dibsing the nacho, the nacho man.
You can have the nachos as soon as you send Quick Draw his.
Yeah, the nacho is
crunchy,
jacked up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
By the way, you can
notice that.
I'll speak on Mitch's behalf. You can have nacho when you send Quick Draw his Spanx.
You said what?
Okay, so on Dead Zone's page, he has a pair of women's leggings, and there was a joke that Quick Draw's like, yeah, I'd wear them if Dead Zone sent me a free pair.
Oh wow!
And I want to see this. I mean, I'm not going to do it on the live stream, that's for sure, because I don't think anyone needs to see Moose Knuckle, and definitely a muffin top. I would say at least level 5 muffin top. Possibly even graduating to a melting ice cream cone.
Wow. Yeah. No, nobody needs that.
Mitch for like the next 6 months is in therapy. And then he pulled them up and oh god.
Nadia, you have your pick of a lot when it comes to Freddy Funkos. There's so many different ones. There's some really nice ones that are not even that expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, there's a crap ton of Funko Freddys.
Well, the best Freddy Funko is the Vault Boy Freddy Funko. Hands down.
Freddy is Yoda. Sorry.
You guys are so biased.
Yes.
And
we are.
And your point
we
is
like what we like.
Yeah. Well, if there was an LBD Freddy Funko, we'd get it.
Well, sure, because you could buy it for a penny. Anyways.
Oh, easily. Have one for a doorstop, one to keep the windows open.
Buying me now? This is what we're doing? Okay.
Huh, the bitch is back.
What's up, Laurie?
I think she meant Mitch is back.
She's got it right. I mean, she's got it right. Sorry.
I'm you know what? No, I ain't touching that. That's radioactive at that point. Oh,
jeez.
The chase would be without the shirt.
Wouldn't it be weird considering that I don't like wearing the shirt?
Actually, I think the chase would just be him outside.
Okay.
I literally just noticed he didn't have a shirt on. It's so common for him not to have a shirt on with those. I just noticed that he's on a live stream with no shirt. So,
well, it doesn't help too that he's got a tank top that's like almost the same. I swear to God, when he went and bought that tank top, he was like holding it against his skin, going, "Not quite close enough, perfect," or just getting a bunch of shirts custom made.
What's up, Ken? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Ken.
What up, Ken?
That reminds me, I need to check to see when the what do you call it? When the blacklight stuff will be there. The blacklight Alice pops, because I also got another. Actually, you know what? After this, I got another package that needs to be shipped out of there. It's been sitting there for a while. Well, I guess we could start wrapping things up. I mean, because things have kind of wind down a bit. So we'll start with Mitch, since Mitch is in the first position. Mitch, you got anything happening coming up? Any hopes, dreams, fears? No fears. None that I can manipulate.
Random live streams all over the place.
Okay. Yes. And you can see Mitch on his next one on Mitch's fans only page, where it's Mitch After Dark.
It's only fans, but anyways, only friends, whatever.
It's where you find out that the beard is actually just painted on every morning.
Behind the scenes.
It's like that Jason Momoa Super Bowl ad when he gets home and he's like, he takes a wig off and it's like, okay, so he's bald, and then he like peels his beard off, and then he's like peeling his muscles off. It's like, oh Jesus.
That commercial was so weird.
I had to watch it twice because it's like, okay, that's just wrong. Some poor CG guy's like I can't do this anymore.
Right.
I wanted to is that how many times he had to rewatch it while he was doing everything.
Oh yeah, eventually you just become dead to the idea. So sometime this week I will be dropping a video, just a short little video on when I went to Movie Burger in Toronto. And then my regular video will be out this Friday, and sometime this week I will be taking a glam shot of the prizes for next Monday for my 2-year anniversary. Basically, we're gonna play some games, have some fun. We're also grand prizes, an intimate dinner with LBD at the Olive Garden.
Woo! Chicken scampi.
You know what? Let's switch over to Mitch. Mitch will wear a shirt at least. He'll get in the door.
No shoes, no shirt, no
That's
service.
not me before. All I gotta do is go down the shore.
That even applies here in Tennessee.
How about you, LBD? You got anything coming up?
I did record a few videos. I don't know when I'm gonna release them yet, but I definitely did record them, and I actually finally used the camera instead of the phone, so that was new. The one issue I had with that was that I couldn't pause in the middle of recording.
Yeah, you can. Spacebar.
What the hell is an
No,
olive?
because not the way I was doing it. But yeah, basically that I have to go, actually use the program to do it. That way I can pause in the middle. That way, it's not. But anyway, but yeah, those videos probably come out sometime this week.
Cool. By the way, Olive Garden is just it's like Eastside Mario's here. But in the meantime, I'm gonna call it a quits. Yes, because for some reason I want to talk like this.
Mario.
But anyways, I want to thank everyone who took time to come out. Sorry for some of the other guests that had some technical difficulties. Apparently, the internet is not friendly to those, along with everyone else. Apparently, as of late, no shirt, no shoes, no dice. So, in the meantime, I want to say thank you for everyone that came out tonight, and we will see you next week for the 2-year anniversary live stream party. Be there or be there. In the meantime, I can get my mouse to work. There we go. We are out of here.